Thank you for watching Meatsauce and Monty, our special online edition. We were wasting all of our time talking about great movies from our childhood, but we got to get down to serious business here.
Okay, let's do it.
Talking about life skills with you. So this is where you're the advice columnist.
Okay.
Trying to tell everybody
do it.
The right thing.
Is this on YouTube?
Yeah, so you can say whatever you want. CW can't censor us here. Let's start off with Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
The Vigil in Wisconsin. Is it a bit? Is it serious? And even if it is a bit, is it funny? Or are they the worst fans ever, worse than Boston and New York?
I think they're dead serious.
I think there's people in Madison, Wisconsin that are honestly going to show up
Oh,
basically in
When is
tailgate
it?
fashion Sunday morning. There were supposed to be some last week, but they said they're moving it to Sunday morning pre-game. So it's basically tailgating and calling it a vigil for his collarbone. Is this one of the dumbest?
100%.
I said,
It's
I think
real.
this makes them the worst fans ever.
Yeah,
they're having a
just-
vigil.
That's all they have, though. Have you driven through Wisconsin?
Never. Actually, I've gone to the Dells many times, but
Ugh.
I've never gone past the Dells.
I'd rather drive with a blindfold than drive through Wisconsin. It's the absolute worst.
I don't know if
they're
you'd make it very
dead
far.
serious.
You think
These
so?
people in Wisconsin are insane. They're insane. I mean, what is that going to do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It'll do absolutely nothing, other than
Nothing.
it'll be them tailgating.
And
so
it's a reason to drink.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with.
Sunday morning. So,
Yeah,
now you like them, and you're like,
no, but just come up with a
you know
better
what, I might go.
idea. Like,
Yeah.
He's
other than a
hurt.
vigil.
what is he going to play Sunday?
No.
No, it's stupid.
No.
And
All
it's
right.
to make headlines, so I get it.
Yeah, it gets us ripping on
Yeah, we talked about it,
Packer
right.
fans. Hashtag Minnesota Confessions. You're on Twitter all the time.
Too much.
Did you see that Indignant Minnesota? It's a Twitter account. They basically put out the hashtag Minnesota Confessions. Confess something about Minnesota that is stereotypically Minnesotan, but you don't do it or you don't follow it. Like saying that you call it a casserole and not a hot dish or something like that. Do you have any Minnesota confessions that you'd want to make here on the Meatsauce and Monty show?
No, not really. I like
Really?
everything. I like almost everything Minnesota. I call it hot dish. No one
Yeah.
calls it casserole.
Nobody here does. No.
Casserole's hideous sounding.
If they're
Casserole
from out of
sounds
here,
like
and
earwax.
casserole sounds like
Yeah.
earwax.
No,
Makes you
don't
think
call
of
it casserole. Call it hot dish.
All right.
Yeah.
So you don't have anything that you could. See,
No,
I posted the Minnesota goodbye. Like everybody, it takes 15 minutes. You say,
I
"Oh,
don't-
it's so good
I-
to see
okay,
you,"
fine.
and all, it's like
I don't like how nice everyone in Minnesota is. Just be upfront.
You,
And I'm not.
You
but-
belong on the East Coast then.
Yeah, I'm not mean though.
You could fit in there.
Nah.
Be very upfront
I'm
and
too
in your face.
No, I'm too soft.
You're too Minnesota nice.
Yeah, people in New
See,
York are mean.
It's the thing you don't like.
Yeah, okay, I love everything about Minnesota.
All right. Well, that was a dud.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I can't think of anything I don't like.
We'll get some sports in here.
I don't know, my
Laquan
weight?
Treadwell last week.
Yeah.
3 receptions, 51 yards. Did he arrive? Was this his coming out party?
And I think the other thing that doesn't, and people always, didn't show up on the box score. This should have been in Scott's Sports Tornado, or what did we do?
Scott's Sports Tornado is better than
let's call it
Scott's
that.
The Sports Machine.
Yeah, the Sports Machine's stupid. That sounds like some movie
I'm
Arnold
telling
would
you,
be
you
in.
have to Google it. George
I'm
Michael
not
Sports
Googling
Machine.
it. I got other things to
Todd,
watch.
get it
when
on
I
your
get
phone,
home.
Todd. Show it to him. We're
There
gonna
is no
force him to.
Todd. Stop doing drugs before we go on TV. What was the question?
The question is, Laquan Treadwell, did he arrive?
Yeah, and I think it has something to do with the 3 catches. That block he made, even though
Yes,
it's illegal.
it was clean. It was totally clean. He was in front of the
he
shoulder.
He got flagged for it, though.
Yes, but when
his
you watch it-
teammates, what you didn't see, his teammates stood up for him and all that other stuff. I liked it. I think he's got it. He was dominant in college.
So you think he has arrived?
Yeah.
When did you think that you arrived? When did you say, I've made it, this is what I want to do? See, I'm getting personal with you here on the life skills.
I think I don't know if I really have.
Really?
Yeah, and
Huh.
not to get too weird, but
Wow.
I don't ever feel like I belong.
It's the Minnesota nice humility
No,
here.
I'm being serious. I don't think I ever belong. Like I
Oh.
always worry about with the morning show that eventually they're going to be like, "You're dumb bits." I've never made a team in my entire life. I've always been cut.
Minnetonka football, huh?
I
No?
basically got benched after 2 games because I was so bad. But I just, I don't ever feel like I can't.
You're
'Cause
not
then if you
comfortable in your
do,
place, huh?
Then you just, I never feel like I've arrived.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
True
70,000 Twitter followers.
Yeah, but they're just, half
Yeah.
of them are Russian sex bots.
That's exactly what that's my joke. He got it. I like it.
You said that?
Halloween.
Hate it.
Best or worst costume you've ever had ever?
I was Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtles one year.
That's a good one.
Me and my buddies were the Village People one time.
Which one were you?
I was it turned out
Uh-oh.
I was the guy in the Navy.
Okay.
There isn't a guy in the Navy, but
you
they
thought the
tricked me,
song-
so I had
You're
these super short my buddy, because he was in the Army, we went to this, he came up with the idea for all of us, and of course
Yeah.
he's like, well, dumb Paul will be the Navy guy.
the Navy guy.
We went to a nursing store, and he bought these, he's like, I'm like I'm not doing
scrubs
it.
or
He's like,
something,
I'll
or
buy
what?
the outfit if you do it. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I bought these scrubs and cut them to about here.
Inappropriate.
Super inappropriate. And then
What kind of
we
party
went
did
to
you
a-
go
oh,
to?
It was.
This sounds like.
I mean, not to get too far. It
Yikes.
was one of the best nights I've ever had. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
don't go any
I'm
further,
telling you.
please.
But
Dear
then we
God.
went to a surplus store and he bought me an actual Navy, like the whole thing with the. I was the guy in the Navy. My buddy Sean was the construction worker. His shorts were even shorter. It was the most fun we've ever had because we all got into it. My brother was the cowboy.
Yeah, there's got to be a
No,
cop
Patrick
somewhere.
was the cowboy. Who was my brother?
Well, your brother is your brother. What
Yeah,
was
but
he?
I forgot what he was in the bit. I have the
cop?
obvious.
The Indian.
No, Patrick was the cop. Dob was the cowboy. My buddy Gardner was the Indian. Sean was a construction worker, and Luke was the guy, the leather biker guy. I'll find you the picture.
That's okay. Save that. No, save
it's
it.
the
Save
best
it.
time we ever had in Halloween. It was great.
Can you tell me more? Like, what the party was this?
No, so
I'm
my
guessing
buddy,
some alcohol.
of course.
Yeah.
My buddy's gal had this big party, and my buddy Gardner, my best friend, he was the best man at my wedding. He came back from Iraq and was like, "We're going to be the village people," and of course we're all like, "Duh!" And we all got together. We took one picture with all of us together because one of the guy's gals got too hammered. I forgot who it was, and he disappeared. It's the best. It was the most fun we ever had. And we've even thought about getting the band back together and going to win a group costume contest because we'd win going away.
Yeah,
we went all out. I mean,
oh boy,
hundreds of dollars on these.
Do
costumes.
you still have the outfit?
I think I had the top somewhere.
Well, the shorts might have got lost that night.
It way better now because I was a little bit heavy. Oh, the shorts are long gone.
The shorts are gone.
She may still have them.
Yikes. Oh, going off of that, has pumpkin spice gone too far?
Yeah, pumpkin spice is hideous.
Oh, Lord.
And it's like, all these places, everybody's like, do you want to try this anytime you go to a coffee shop? No! I just want black coffee. That's it. I don't need a $17, no, just drink hot coffee.
Regular.
That's it.
No pumpkin spice
Nothing.
for you.
Yuck.
All right.
Ugh.
That Halloween story might be the best online show we've ever had.
Yeah, thank you.
That story alone.
Oh, I got more.
Let's save it for maybe next year when we're back here.
I might wear it next show. If I put it together, can I wear it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll wear it.
All right.
I think I have it.
Oh, God. You're going to have to find it.
I moved so many times.
You
I'm
were
like
the non-village village person.
Well, and then I'm like, once we got closer to it, I'm like, wait a minute.
In the Navy.
There is no Navy guy.
You know
Why
what,
am I the guy in the Navy?
That was nice of them to be inclusive of saying, let's figure,
Well,
because otherwise there would
yeah.
have been two cops.
Yeah,
and then it would have
which
just never worked.
yeah.
It's like the Navy
You
guy.
said cops, right?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Why did what? My alliteration or my
But yeah,
dictation.
Yeah, it was great. It's the most fun I've ever had for Halloween.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it was the best costume, except for the one year I bought a hot dog, just because Fallon and I were doing this costume contest, and of course I waited till the last minute.
Yeah.
She's like, you have to get a costume.
Surprise.
I walked into Target on the way to this thing at this party,
Wow.
and it was like
Last
a glowing
minute.
light, and there it was, and I just put it over, but I couldn't see, so I'm like bumping into people.
That story is good, but it's not as good as the
What happens
village
when I have
people.
coffee at like 3 p.m.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next segment, our drink game. We're bringing back drinks. We've got our beverages prepared here. Drink! Our subject this week is the Trailer Park Boys in honor of
Yeah.
John Dunsworth,
Yeah.
the actor who played Jim Leahy. He died this week at the age of 71. Absolutely fantastic show. I assume you're a big
Yeah,
fan.
oh, huge.
I was a big fan. Binge watch it on Netflix whenever you want. The questions, I don't know, it doesn't get too terribly hard.
Sure. It's what's up? How are you? It's the funniest, I think the funniest TV show of all time.
The funniest.
The funniest. It's real life Beavis and Butthead. If you haven't seen it, you have.
Get on Netflix.
Once
watch
I'd
it.
skip
And
the first couple
You
episodes.
can watch any episode. Does not matter.
I'd skip
You
the
can jump
first
right in.
two, Because once they realize how good of a character Bubbles is,
Yes, that's
genius.
all right. So Trailer Park Boys.
I've met them, by the way.
I know. Well, would you like to share that story now or at the end?
I don't know. I'm making it all about me. We share.
Go
whatever.
ahead, share it right now.
So we saw them. Dark Star and I saw them at Pantages downtown. We walk up. It's Bubbles, Ricky, and Julian, and
Yep.
then Leahy and Randy were like on video, and they were selling these signed posters of them. And Dark Star said, "How much are those?" He said, "It's $50, or it's $100 if you want to meet them." Dark Star pulls out $400, hands it to the guy, and says, "We're going first in line," and we were. And we met them, and
And
they
you
were
got to meet
great.
'em.
They were great.
Did
And
they
of
ever
course,
stay in character for any jokes?
no,
or did
when
say,
they
hey,
came back
we're all
out,
good?
when they came back out, they weren't in character. It was really weird seeing
Yeah.
Bubbles because I'm like,
Yeah, you're like a normal dude.
and
now.
then Ricky was like, it's
You kind of look a little like Ricky.
super intelligent. I'm like,
You got a little Ricky.
well,
you
I
could pull
based
that off.
part of my some of the Meat Sauce character is Ricky.
Really?
Well,
That's
yeah,
you
where
get
he
the-
says like rocket appliances, genius. Yeah, oh yeah, I do stuff like that.
He is.
He's brilliant.
yes,
That whole show
absolutely,
is brilliant.
Absolutely.
Talk more space.
You got to watch it.
Yeah, Space Weed, genius.
Oh, so that's where the Ricky,
Yeah.
the little tie into
Yeah,
that.
oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I gotcha. All
Yeah,
right.
we're going to Juniper to find Space Weed. Yeah, funny.
So Trailer Park Boys is considered the first ever TV show to be filmed in this specific format.
A mockumentary.
Yeah, you got that.
That's how I got hooked on it because a buddy of mine was dating this gal and he's like, "You got to watch this." And I watched the first 2 episodes. I'm like,
You're like, what
"What
is
this? Is so stupid."
It's a different pace. It takes a little getting
Yeah,
used
but
to.
then once, as I said,
then-
once they realize how good of a character Bubbles is,
Yeah.
it takes off. Oh,
Well, and then
genius.
Office Space, Parks and Rec, that style of joke telling, where you got the camera, it's like it's
Yeah.
there, but it's not there. So
yeah,
sometimes,
Jim Leahy,
sometimes
yeah.
they break the fourth
S-words,
walls.
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
I know.
brilliant.
So the F word and
Genius.
S word, statistics were kept on this leading up through the first 7 seasons. Which word do you think was said more, the F word or the S word?
Ooh. Well, Leahy says the S word constantly.
But which one was said more?
I think the F word.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
you're
has
right.
to be. That's
Yeah.
a great word.
It is a great word.
Powerful. How many times did it say?
In the first 7 seasons, it was like 1,200 some with the F word, and it was 900 some with the S word. So obviously, to the people at home, if you haven't seen Trailer Park Boys, very colorful language, which
Yeah, it's-
adds
yeah,
to the.
It's brilliant.
It's just-
yeah. When he
absolutely.
asks, "Can you read, my son?" I don't know. Can you go blank yourself? Yeah, it's so good.
75% of the swear words were spoke by one character. Which one do you guess that would be?
Ricky.
Yeah, God, you're
Yeah.
you are running.
Oh
it.
man, I got like that. When I got hooked on that
Ricky.
show, it was one of like 4 times in my life I'd hit rock bottom. So I'm like, I have nothing to do. I'm not employed.
Watching that
So
show.
I binge watched it because a buddy
Yeah.
of mine had them all on DVD.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it was like my thing. Video games and Trailer Park Boys.
Sweet. And now here you are having a TV show, Mystic Lake, with me.
Right.
Who should feel worse, me or you?
Oh me, I'm currently in rock
Okay.
bottom. I'm just kidding.
You are doing so well, though. Okay, so the Trailer Park Boys have produced their own liquor. This is real. It's legit. If we went up to Canada right now and we went to a liquor store, we could find it. Is it named, so you're going to get this,
I think I know what it's named.
Liquorman's Old Dirty Canadian Whiskey, Bubbles Brown Canadian Whiskey, or Ricky's Rye Canadian Whiskey?
Probably Ricky's.
No, it was the first one. Liquorman's.
Oh.
They've got pictures of it all over the place. Liquorman's Old Dirty Canadian Whiskey. So they're making money off the show.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
just the show. They're producing a whiskey that's in the show.
Oh, yeah.
That we could run up there and buy it
One of the
right
guys
now.
like lives in the Bahamas. They make so much money. Oh, they're loaded.
Wow. Well,
Yeah, that show was on for what, 11 years?
I think season 12 is coming.
The newer stuff's not as funny.
You think the old Canadian stuff is
Yeah,
better?
the newer stuff isn't as funny.
The Netflix stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever find out the characters' last names? The main characters. So Bubbles, Julian.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't. You got that one too. Would you want to? Does it matter? Doesn't matter.
No. The 3 main characters are the best. Leahy's brilliant.
Leahy.
When he gets hammered, oh, it's
Yeah,
the best.
the seasons where he's
when
absolutely.
he comes out of
Yeah.
his RV and says, "Hey, Ricky," and then just falls down the stairs and grabs his booze. Genius. Yeah.
A little drinky poo.
Rock bottom.
Yeah.
That's another reason that show's so funny. They're all at rock bottom.
At all times.
Rock bottom's hilarious.
Yeah, rock bottom
It's
is
hilarious.
funny. So most of the cast was improv or sketch artists, but there was one that was an actual traditional actor and had done Shakespeare. If you had to make a guess, which actor do you think?
Ricky?
No.
No, Julian.
No. John Dunsworth, Mr. Leahy.
Oh, really?
Mr. Leahy was a traditional actor, fully trained, had done Shakespeare. The rest of them were more improv. They'd worked together. They've written all the sketches. So Leahy was the true Shakespearean
Who's the
actor.
girl in, what's the movie where the gal gets pregnant?
Juno. That's another question on here, so you already got that.
Yeah, she's in it.
Yeah. I was going to
She's
say.
Ricky's daughter in like the first
No,
season, right?
she's Leahy's daughter. She's Leahy's daughter for like 2 episodes. I was going to say, which actress appeared as Leahy's daughter when she was only 15 years old? Ellen Page. Yeah, you already said the movie where the chick's pregnant.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got a couple extra things that we've never done on this show. It's the online.
Oh.
Todd wrote some amazing questions on our whiteboard.
Okay.
Your favorite, or I should say the best, Jean-Claude Van Damme movie?
Man, that's like asking me to pick my favorite child, even though I don't have any.
So?
Man, Double Impact's up there just because it's so cheesy and like, who falls, like when she falls for the other Van Damme is one of the dumbest scenes in movie history.
You should be a movie critic. We should start a bit where we go and see movies and we just talk about, because
that one's great.
Okay.
But that's like before like dubbing people in.
Oh yeah.
Like where you're like,
so
that was obviously taped like 2 months ago. Like one of them has a tan. Double Impact's phenomenal. Kickboxer's great.
Yeah,
Bloodsport's great.
Ooh, Bloodsport's
Sudden
good
Death,
too.
isn't he in Sudden Death?
Sudden Death is the one I was going to pick because the hockey, the fact that
so
he's a
stupid.
goalie in the
It's so
Stanley Cup
stupid.
Finals.
It's
I
like-
know, it is.
yeah.
It is. It's so
It's
bad.
so dumb.
It's so
But
bad.
they're great. It's good entertainment.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's supposedly not a very good guy.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, in like real life, not like JCVD's kind of a bad dude.
JCVD.
That's what my bro calls him. My brother
Nice.
swears by Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
Kickboxer, also fantastic because isn't Bloodsport is the one that has Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds.
That's him?
Yeah, in
never seen
Bloodsport. And like you said, the dipping the
and then they do it in
hands
Hot Shots too.
and that, yeah,
Genius.
and that's the one where he's got the whole like freaked out look in his eye when he throws the
Yeah,
blinding
it's-
stuff.
and
Yeah,
he's like-
oh, Bloodsport is great.
It's so fake though. It's so
Yeah.
dumb.
It
He's
makes
like-
no sense.
It's like remembering back to the guy. Like, when would you ever train blindfolded? You're accomplishing
Like Luke
zero.
Skywalker.
Yeah, it's
Scott.
stupid.
See, you train with the lightsaber.
Yeah.
yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, but we can't compare Star Wars to Bloodsport.
no, but you said when would you train blindfolded?
I don't know.
Blaster
I don't know.
shield. Come on.
Maybe it's your thing.
Okay. so-
Blindfolded stranger. Maybe it's your thing.
that is very awkward. Your last Amazon
you
order.
didn't do it.
What did you?
Oh God.
What is the last thing that you purchased via Amazon?
I had to slow down on Amazon. I had to move it like it used to be on my.
You had an app right there, and you.
I had to move it like way over here.
Now instead you got Snapchat.
Yeah. Oh
and,
yeah. Duh.
yeah.
But I don't know. Probably something golf related.
Golf related.
Because I always was like, oh, it's cheaper. It's not. Just go to Target or
It's not cheap.
Golfsmith or
They bring it
Second
right
Swing
to your
Golf.
front door. Is that the only real advantage that you think?
Yeah, but then you're like the last time I ordered, the last time I ordered something on Amazon was I ordered Mario Kart for my Switch.
The Switch.
Took a
You
week.
couldn't go to Target and
Right,
get it?
but I'm like, it'll show up in the morning. I was leaving town because I
Sure.
didn't have time, and I'm like, it didn't show up for a week later.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Oh,
But I want an Amazon Alexa.
the Alexa.
Yeah,
so you can just
so I
talk
can
to it
tell
all
it
the
to
time?
to have it play Pillow Talk by Zayn over and over again. John Kriesel has one. He loves it.
That is so awkward.
No one cares. What a stupid story.
You're talking about Alexa so she can play music. Don't you have like a stereo or anything?
Yeah, but I'm
that
not
you
getting
can-
up.
Yeah, you just want to talk to it. And
Yeah, I'm busy.
So awkward.
Plus, when I wander around in my apartment, it's just a sight for sore eyes.
All right, Fantasy Man, Todd, you want to do it?
That would be Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Fantasy Man is.
Oh.
Mine would be Thunder from Down Under guys. that
Yeah,
are gonna
we
be
know.
Here.
You said that.
Front row, and all their names. I remember you.
Yeah.
It was
Theodore.
Theodore.
Yeah, Todd,
Yeah, yeah.
Steverson, William Wallace the Fourth.
Those are our fantasy men.
What
So-
position?
I don't know. Should we go running back? Might as well
Okay,
do
go
running
ahead. You go first.
back. You go first. I've done no fantasy research this week whatsoever.
I'll
Because
take Ezekiel Elliott.
you always pick him.
So?
You always pick
Okay,
him.
fine. I'll take
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell.
You can pick. I'm going to go.
No, I'll go Jerick McKinnon.
All right, so you're going local. C.J. Anderson, the Broncos,
Ooh.
last week.
He's still in the
Yeah,
the lead?
he's their lead back. Last week he had a really bad week.
Well, then
and
you
this
didn't do
week
any
they're
research.
going to but not for any positions of fantasy man.
I've
My
done
team
plenty
is,
of fantasy man position research.
You're terrible. You are absolutely
You
terrible.
encourage it.
I have to. It's our show. All right. Anything else you want to add? Any more Halloween stories?
That's
before
probably my
we,
last show on it.
It'll be your last show before you head over to. You gonna do anything fun when you're over in
Yeah,
London?
get hammered.
All right. That's gonna do it for our show. He's gonna get hammered in London.
What on
We'll
the
see you next
voice,
week.
man?